I just want you to do me a huge favor, because this is a serious moment for me, and what makes this moment serious for me is that I'm sitting in a room of people who have the ability to make their dreams become a reality. And we live at a time and live in a country where we can make that dream a reality. And you have to understand that there are times that I speak, for instance, in prisons, and I'm talking to individuals who will spend the rest of their lives in prison, and they don't have options. They don't have a lot of choice. That what I do when I come in is I provide a sense of hope, and I provide some inspiration, but I'm not able to help them to bring about the change that they want to see happen. And I'm so excited to be in this room because the words that I say in this moment can fuel the rest of your life, right? So I'm so excited. Like, that for me, this isn't I won't ask you for anything over the next hour other than the things that are going to take you to the next level. But I'm excited because when I leave, I literally have, we may never see each other again, but I have the ability when you walk out of this room to make you operate in a way you've never operated before. And once you do that, because I know if you're in this room, I know there's something special about you, that once you leave this room and you go from 70 to 120%, there are gonna be some things that happen in your life that didn't happen before, not because you didn't have the ability. So this is not an ability room. Like, we're not talking about ability, we're talking about activating this greatness that's in us. Your abilities are your abilities. I'm not gonna be able to help you to do anything that you do better. Like, I'm not gonna be able to give you a gift that you don't have. But what I will be able to do is help you today operate in a way you've never operated before, right? I will help you to operate in a way you've never operated before. I'm gonna help you to do some things that you've never done in your life before, and as a result, you're gonna be able to go to a whole nother level. So we have to start here. We have to start here. Just write down those things, one or two or three things that you have to desperately get done before this year ends. It's desperation. I don't have a choice. I don't have an option. You got to get that done. Got it. Like, I just want you. And I'm not talking about stuff that's kind of important. I'm talking about the stuff that has got it. The ball's dropping and you can't keep talking about it. Like, you will not be able to rest if you didn't get this done. I want you to write that down. I want you to write that. That's where we're starting. I want you to write that down. E.T., like, I gotta get this done, E. Like, E, this is no option. This is not like a vacation. This is not, just making a couple more dollars for the sake of buying a car, a house. Like, E, this is some life and death stuff, E. Like, this is some change the trajectory of my life stuff, E. This is like, it's gonna put me in a place like where I'm just gonna be able to get to that place that I've been trying to get to. I want you to write that down. And it was, look guys, I'm being honest, it was like random. It was like just totally random. It was out of nowhere. It was the Christmas holiday, and Carl, our videographer, had his family over, and we live around, at that time we lived around the corner from each other. Now we live on the same block. Random, right? Christmas was over, we're just going to the house, just eating dinner. It just was a random night. And somehow we got to talking, and Carl's wife is from Barbados, and she didn't have citizenship. So unfortunately, she was in the States without citizenship, and so she had to stay in school in order to eventually get her citizenship. So she did her master's degree, she was in her PhD, and it was weird. It was just like, yo, E.T., I don't know how it happened, but it was like, yo, E.T., my wife is going to get her degree before you get yours. Right? I'm an American citizen. Like, I'd already been in the program for a few years, and it was, I don't know, but have you ever heard, like, when it's your time, like, it's that moment. It's like, enough is enough. I can't tell you. People have asked me before, Eric, when you get your PhD? I'm like, I'll get it done. E.T., how far are you in the process? Finish all my coursework. I just got to write the dissertation. But it was something about that night that was different. It was almost the end of the year. And I remember Carl, listen to me very closely, guys. I'm being real with you. I didn't even have a conversation with Carl. Like, we never even talked about it afterwards. I never said anything to him about it, but I felt this guilt. I felt like this embarrassment. Like, and for real, he wasn't like speaking directly to me. He was just saying, hey, E, I think my wife's probably gonna finish her degree before you finish yours. And I'm talking about like it pierced pierced. And I just remember like we were talking afterwards and I didn't hear anything. Like, have you ever been in a conversation and it just shifts and somebody's talking to you and like you can't hear the words that are coming out of their mouth? I didn't hear anything he said. I just kept it like, E, when are you gonna get this done, E? Like, yo, E, are you ever going to finish this? And it's not about a degree, but are you ever going to finish this? Like, are you going to get it done? And I remember excusing myself, like, all right, Carl, hey, great time. Love you guys, gotta go, gotta get up in the morning. And I'm telling you guys, it's not even a 5-minute walk and it felt like an hour. All I could think about when I was going home was like, enough is enough. Like, I'm through. I'm gonna get this done. Okay, just help me out. You're in the room. You ever had that enough is enough moment? Raise your hand for me. You had that enough is enough moment, right? So I need you to be there. Like the next 30, 40 minutes, I need you in that space. That enough is enough. I'm not dumb, like I can get a PhD, has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the fact that I just didn't say, all right, this is the year, right? And so that thing you wrote down, I need you to do me a huge favor. I don't know if you have a pen or a piece of paper. I don't even know if you can do this on your phone, but I want you to kind of put a year next to that for me. Put a year. I want you to just put a year on that for me. Like, don't make up, like, don't do it for me. A real number. Just give me like a real solid number, right? And I remember saying to myself, like, yo, if we come back next year for Christmas and your family's here, I remember saying to myself, we come back this time next year, I'm gonna be Dr. Thomas. We come back to your house next year. As a matter of fact, I will pay for your parents to come. Like, I want to reinvent this whole like scenario again next year. Like, I want everybody here. Let's do the same meal. Let's sing the same songs. Let's Twilight Zone this thing out. I want it to be exactly like it was, except for this time, I want you to say Dr. Thomas. Like, this is going on in my mind. I'm not having a conversation with anybody. And I'm saying, like, this is it, guys. This is it. So I put a date on it. I put a date. I said 2015. 2015, we're not going to have this conversation. 2015, this time next year, I'm finished. It's done, right? Good. So now I need you to do me a favor. I need you to put a month next to it. Yeah? I need you to put a month next to it now. You got January all the way to December. I need you to put a month on it for me. Give me a month. Yeah? I need you to put a month on it for me, right? Right now, as you're writing the month down, what I want you to think about is, okay, so write this down too. I'm sorry. I know you came to listen, not do a lot of writing. I apologize, but I really need this. I really need this. I really need this. I really need this. I need you to write down 3 people you love next to those goals. 3 people you love. Just 3 people. Right? Give me the name. Write the names down. I don't put son, mom, or give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, right? Write their names down. Now, this is what I need you to think about. What I need you to think about is how this goal or these goals will revolutionize their lives. Like, I really want you to think about, okay, you can do this later. When you get home, you can do this later, but I want you to write down for each one of them, give me 3 ways. Please do this when you get home. If you really love them, like you say you love them, when you get home, I need you to write their names down, and I need you to write down when you get to this place, when you finally make this thing happen, how is it going to empower them? How is it going to change their life? And all I can think about is, wow, if I get this PhD, like I can just like change the zeros. Like, I just remember thinking, like, there were doors that were closed to me in the United States of America, right? Because of the nationality that I come from or the part of town that I come from. And I specifically remember people picking other people over me for speaking engagements that weren't as good as I was. I remember people using the excuse of you're not qualified enough. And I remember the PhD, we're gonna solve all of that. Like, no more ET ain't qualified, no more like we're gonna pick this bird over this bird. Like, nope. This PhD is going to open doors for me that were once closed, which means it's gonna open doors for my daughter, which means it's gonna open doors for my wife, which means it's gonna open doors for my mother, which means it's gonna open doors for CJ, which means it's gonna open doors for Carl. And so every day when I woke up, I remembered the people that this degree would affect. And so the days I did not feel like studying, the days I did not feel like writing, the days I wanted to sleep on the plane, I thought about CJ and his family. I thought about Carl and his family. And I said, E.T., keep going. Listen to me very closely. The reason why you stop and start, and you stop and you start, and you stop and you start, is because the goal is not meaningful enough. There's something about the goal that if you quit, it's not going to hurt nobody. If you quit, it's not going to change nothing. If you quit, it's not that deep. Look, this is what I need you to do. So immediately when I left that house and I made up in my mind that I was going to get the PhD, I remember immediately doing a TGIM saying, all right, it's over. It's over. A year from now, I will be Dr. Thomas. And I just didn't speak it into the atmosphere. I spoke it to people who would hold me accountable. Write it down. Write it down. Who's going to hold you accountable? Who's going to hold you accountable? Who's that person? Who's that person? And some of you have been a part of the real estate program. Some of you just come to hear me. When you leave, I need you to call that person, that guy, that young lady, that mother or that father. Like, I need you to call that person and say, yo, I got to do these 3 things before this month and before, yep. And this is who I'm doing it for, and this is why I'm. So just somebody real quick over here, because we gotta make this real. Somebody over here real quick, we gotta make this real. Somebody tell me, who's that person you're calling over here? Who's that person you're calling? Who's that person that on this side, that person who's gonna hold you accountable? Who's that person? You've identified that person. And you raise your hand for me, tell me who that person is. Yes, sir, who's that person? Good, good. Look, I need you to hear me. Here's the last step and we move it forward. The last step is I need you to identify that person. And I identified that person. After I went on YouTube and said, hey, guys, I'm marching. Matter of fact, I turned it into an event. Listen to me very closely. I rented out a space. I put the deposit down. I tasted the food, like we did a tasting. I decided what food we were going to eat. The linen, we had to decide what linen. This is 8 months before I even graduated. Never forget, one of the professors came to me and said, E.T., it's a lot of paperwork to fill out. We got about 2 or 3 months left, but I'm just going to be honest with you. You waited on some things because you weren't in school, and now you're back, but I just don't think you're going to be able to make it happen. And I laughed. I chuckled. She said, no, I'm serious. There's a format, and there's a way, and there's some, and you didn't, and it takes this month for this long, 30 days for this, 6 weeks for that, and you just didn't put your paperwork in time. And I said, ma'am, I'm sorry, but you don't get it. I called my grandma and told my grandma I was graduating. Like, no, I'm being serious. Like, I called my grandma, and my grandma said, baby, you know I'm on a fixed income. So if I buy this ticket, grandma can't get her money back. I said, ma'am, I told my grandma that I was graduating, and my grandma already called her hairstylist and told her how she wanted her hair to look. Grandma went out and bought a dress. My grandma bought a dress for the graduation. And you got to hear what I'm saying, because you're listening to me, but you're not listening to me. Listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm being real with y'all. My biological father wasn't in my life. Hear what I'm saying? My mother hid from me who my biological father was, yet my grandmother's always been in my life. That don't go together. My grandmother said to my mother, if you want to hide the identity of his father, that's cool, but you can't take my grandson from me. And so ever since I've been a kid, my grandma been to everything. She's never missed anything. And when my grandma called, she said, you better make sure you graduate, baby, because I'm coming. And so what I'm trying to tell you is, I didn't get the degree to get the degree. I got the degree because I called my grandma. I'm trying to tell you the reason why you're not doing it is not because you don't have what it takes to do it, not because you don't have the ability to do it, but whatever it is you say you're going to do, the meaning is not strong enough. Somehow the meaning is not strong enough. You've not put enough value in it. You don't have enough skin in it. You played around with it so much that you don't have nothing to lose if you don't do it. What I'm telling you is you got to create the type of scenarios, not the goal, the type of scenarios that if it doesn't work, you lose everything. And because you cannot lose everything, you got to make it happen. Glenn came all the way from Australia. You can't plan your graduation in 2 weeks. You can't buy a ticket from Australia and then call somebody and say, Glenn, it's not gonna happen now. Was that a refundable? Did you get a refundable ticket? So I need you to put some value, because if you put 120% value in it, 120% meaning in it, and you get 120% accountability on it, every single goal you write down is gonna happen. You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knockdown. And I love it. Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. They were 4, 3, 2, 1, and ding, 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 saved by the bell. He goes to his corner. The whole world is like, yep, that's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's gonna just hammer him. And exactly that. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the rope. Listen to me, many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope. You can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. The world was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch. His why was greater than defeat. His why was greater than his trial and his tribulation. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what your why is and your why isn't strong, you're gonna get knocked out every single day.
Are you hearing what I'm saying? You better go inside. You still looking outside for the stuff that's already inside. You still looking for someone to save you when you already your superhero. You looking for some information from somebody when you already got what you need in your head. It's just time for you to get up and be the best version of you. It's not an option. And the reason why some of you are not where you're supposed to be, you've given yourself an option. You've given yourself an out. You've given yourself an excuse. You've given yourself room not to do it. I'm not speaking no more to entertain. I'm not speaking to help people. I'm speaking so my girl never have to go back to work again. I'm speaking so that the MS don't kill her. I got a different drive. I got a different why. I got to make this $1.8 million so my girl can quit for the rest of her life. I'm taking all gigs. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And the problem with some of you in this room, you don't have no drive. You ain't got nothing pushing you. You ain't got no reason for waking up in the morning. You ain't got no reason for pushing past that pain. You have no reason. You better find one before you get out of here today.
Every center pretty much looks alike. So what's the difference between the centers? That's the difference between two dudes who playing center. If y'all both got the same skill set, what's gonna separate you is the will. That's what's gonna separate you. And will is power. So everybody got the same skill set. Because if you can make $40 million without going to the league and make $40 million going to some school every day, helping a group of kids, and you can get up and go whenever you wanted to. You can do 1 day a week, 2 days a week, go train them. Which one would you do? The league for 82 games, practice, injury, travel, which one would you take? Same 40 mil. Going to the kids. It ain't rocket science. So let's be 100. Most of us ain't trying to do this. Right? So if we're not trying to do it, what happens is when you do it the first half, you do it a little bit, maybe a little lot, then you get the second half, then it get hard, then you quit. You're like, I ain't trying to do this. Now you might not say you quitting, but you're not giving 120%. Does that make sense? All right, so let's do this. Y'all got to be fair. And one of y'all tell the truth. How many of you have been in the game and somewhere in the game, you lost interest in the game? Just be honest. One person, you played the game and you lost interest. Let me see your hands. Just lost interest. And so when you lose interest, you lose what? You lose power. That's what happens. So you lost interest. You like, I ain't really trying to be here. So you lost power. So the reason why I'm asking you, what do you want? Because if you know what you want, that can drive you. So you say, who say they want to take care of their mama? Good, you want to take care of your mama. What is that? Where you from? St. Paul, Minnesota. Good. And when you say take care of your mama, what does that look like? Love it. Love it. So, and again, we're just going to be honest. It's a small group. How many times have you practiced and played the game and watched film did you really think about that and had that at the front of your mind? Bingo. I asked him, he was like, he ain't even miss mama. He was like, I've definitely not had it on the front of my mind. You feel me? So what happens when you put it in the front of your mind, you go from a 4-cylinder to a 12-cylinder. And here's the crazy part. The cylinders are in you, but when you're not interested, you go to a 4 instead of a 12. And what my job is to find a way to make the best you show up. Does that make sense? How many games do you play? So my goal is to make your will show up for 35 games. Because if your will shows up for 35 games, you're going to beat the average team because they just come in with what? They just come in with skill, bro. And they too don't want to be there. And they too don't want to practice. And they too, out of everything, which one you hate the most? Let's be real. Which one, out of what you have to do in basketball, which one do you hate the most? Practice. And you got to do that more than anything else. Isn't that crazy? Like the one thing you hate, that's the thing you got to do the most of. It ain't like you playing the most of the time. You only playing how many days a week? 2 days a week. How many hours? 2 hours. That's it. You play 4 hours tops. How many hours you practicing? You can't even think. He like, I just saw a look of disgust. My man was like, I can't even count it. So you see the problem we have here? We got a problem. We got a problem with you skilled enough, but maybe you're not willed enough. Does that make sense? All right, we good? Does that make sense? Good. So we got to ask the question, what drives you? Write that down. What drives me? What drives me? And every day when you wake up, I need you to tap into that power. Now, there are a couple things that drive me. So the first thing that drives me, and if you know my story, don't say nothing, but I left the crib at 16. The very first time I ran away from home, I was like between 12 and 13. I called my mom, right? Because the person that was raising me was 6'8". And as you can tell, I'm not 6'8". You feel me? I ain't self. You ain't my daddy, flat out. So I went to school with that mentality the whole night. So I started running away from the crib when I was 12. I would come back, be gone 3 days, a week, come back. When I was 16, I left for good. When I was homeless for good, you're on the streets of Detroit, there's a lot of stuff that happened. Almost got shot a couple times. A lot of stuff happened, right? So I'm homeless. 16, 17 years old, started hanging out with my boy Bob. Bob started bringing me to church. Like, I'll never forget the first time I went to church. I was like, God, we homeless. What we gonna do? He was like, we not homeless. You homeless. We not homeless. You the one making them crazy decisions. So I remember, being at a revival. Like, I ain't grew up in church. I ain't never seen my mother pray. My father who raised me, I ain't never seen him pray. Like, we didn't go to church. We ain't do that. And I remember my man was preaching. He was just talking about, like, before your mama made you, God knew you were in the womb. Like, for real, you gotta understand, I'm 17, bro, 16, 17. If my mom lied to me about who my father was, and my mom got pregnant at 17, I'm thinking I'm a what? I'm a mistake. So my whole life, I'm walking around like I'm a mistake, bro. Like, you ain't really want me. You got pregnant at 17 years old. I don't even know why you didn't have an abortion. I messed your life up. You messed my life up. Now I'm about to mess your life up. That's what I was on. I was about 17, started going to church. The pastor did this thing in Isaiah. It was crazy. My man was like, yo, before your mother knew you, God called you. And I'm like, ooh, that's pretty deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the truth, and I ain't no Christian, I don't really know God like that, but I'm hoping that's the truth, because if it's the truth, then it means what? I'm not a mistake. And if I'm not a mistake, then that means I was born with a what? with a purpose. I was like, let's go. My mom didn't even know. I'm like, let's go. And then the pastor, like my man would come up to me every, she's like, I'm gonna break up with you if I go to college. And I ain't stupid. I ain't go to college, but I know if my girl go to college, pretty little red bone. I know if she go to college for 4 years and I stay back in Detroit, what's gonna happen? Somebody gonna scoop her. I might not be the smartest apple, but I ain't stupid. I went and studied, got my GED, bro. Got in the whip with her and went to college. Flat out, I told the pastor, I was like, yo, bro, are you serious? Can you really hook me up? He's like, I got you. I graduated from there. I'm a pastor. I'm gonna write a letter. It's a Christian school. They gonna let you in. Now, you're gonna have to take like remedial classes and stuff, but I can get you in. I'm like, bet. Followed her to college. Got to college, y'all, I'll never forget. I flunked out. That took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree. But I remember the first time they had this Christian like program, and they was like, yo, E, they don't even know me. It was like, we want you to speak. I don't even know how they asked me to speak. It was like something called commencement or something. It was like for freshmen, and one freshman get to address for all freshmen. I got up and got on the mic and preached and was like, whoa. Like, it wasn't even a sermon, but I felt like, just like when you get the rock in your hand, you got all them people in the stand, you got your family in the stand, they got the TV on. Talk to me, bro. When you in that mode, you out there doing your thing, everybody watching, how does that make you feel with that rock in your hand? Invincible, bro. What if you had a football in your hand? Or a soccer ball, how would you feel? You don't even know. But with the basketball, you feel invincible. That's how I felt when I got the mic. When I got the mic in my hand, I was like, whoa, I could do this. And so the first time in my life, I had purpose. So I started getting in the word, and that purpose, it drove me. They're like, yo, E, you got to save the world. Like, you the Martin Luther King of 2019. When I wake up, y'all, that's why I wake up so fired up. I'm like, yo, I am the Martin Luther King of this generation. Like, flat out, when older people don't know who I am, I don't be tripping. My man like 50, 60, 70 years old, like, I don't know who you are. I'm sure you don't. But if you was 19 and didn't know who I was, if you was 24 and you didn't know who I was, I'd have a problem. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So the NBA player, of course, rock with me. CP3 just did a shoe with all my quotes on it. This is my generation. The millennials are mine. I wake up every day doing a video, not to get paid. Don't nobody pay me to do those videos. Why do I do it? Because I got purpose. That's my drive. That's my engine. That's why you see me so pumped up. Because I wake up and like, God got a mission for me. Check. If I wake up, it's showtime. I'm like, God, I just need one favor. Just wake me up. Like, I can't do that on my own. I swear to, if you wake me up, it's a wrap. I'm about to motivate somebody, inspire somebody. I'm about to get somebody through chemotherapy. I'm about to get somebody who got a divorce back together again. I'm about to get some child that ain't talking to their family. I'm about to get them back again. I'm about to get some dude who dropped out the league to get back in the league. I'm about to get some girl who failed her board exam to take it again. Just wake me up. That's that engine. And so for a lot of you, for real, you a 12-cylinder, but you acting like a 4-cylinder because you ain't got no drive. And when you don't have drive and they making you go to practice, well, of course you can't do practice. But if you don't think about practice no more, but you think about who? So what I'm saying to you is, every time you get up and grind, you that much closer. So when you do practice, I don't want you to see practice no more. I don't want you to see practice no more. I want you to see, I'm about to cash my mama out. Every playbook, I don't care if you like the playbook or not. He just told you I was Dr. Thomas. I hate school. I hate school. There's nothing about school I like. And I went to Michigan State, which means that I was going to school with minus 10 degrees with 12 inches of snow on the ground. I hate school in January. I hate school in February. I just hate school. I'm a high school dropout. At no point is my degree hanging in my office. Is my degree hanging in the house? You know where my degree is? No, I don't either. That's how much I hate school. I don't even want to see it. I'm being real. Like, I don't even want to see my PhD. I don't even want to be reminded of school. That's how much I hate it. You know why I went and got a PhD? Because if I want to be #1 motivational speaker in the world as an African American, I gotta have all the credentials, bro. If I want to be #1, I gotta be better. I gotta do more. It's just real. Ain't nobody tripping. I ain't tripping. You hear what I'm telling you? So, bro, I hate school, but I had to do it. Why? Because I wanted to be #1 in the world. And I woke up one day and was like, yo, Tony Robinson making how much? But you know what I realized? I had a language he had. I'm not mad. So I didn't go to school to get a degree. I went to Michigan State to learn the language. And I sat in the class and listened to all them teachers talk. And I was like, ooh, that's how you say it? That's the word you use? You don't say teach, you say pedagogy? Well, pedagogy it is. Let's go. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
I'll do whatever it takes to make 50 racks an hour. I'll do whatever it takes to feed my family. I did the 4-year, the master's, the PhD. I hated every minute of it. But I tell you something, I hate school, but I love freedom. I love having my freedom, bro. I love choices. I only fly first class. I was just flying private jet with CP3. I love options, bro. I love options more than I hate school. And at the rate some of you going, I'm talking about maxing out sandwich. You can see other people looking like, I'm flying first class. That's wheat bread. I saw them too. I saw the way they was looking like, that's wheat bread with cheese. It's not warm. It was like I'm talking about like a middle school lunch that your mama would send you with a little small bag of chips. I murdered it. I was like, whoa, turkey. It was so much turkey, it was a cold cut. I took most of the turkey out, Lee, and just kept that much in there. I'm like, it's too much turkey. They looking like, how dare them serve me this? This is first class. I was home, like, let's go. I didn't eat like this when I was homeless. I didn't know when my next meal would come. Some of you, your problem is you can't deal with adversity. You look at adversity as something negative when it's not. Adversity is the best thing that ever happened to you. Why? Because when adversity happens, most people gonna quit. Listen, we're going into the fourth quarter. I'm working harder now than I worked in January, than I worked in May. I'm about to put it on now. Why? Because most of the people who do what I do, they about to get tired. My son is 23. Lee, I promise you, we had a layover, went to my mama's house. He slept the whole time. He woke up and said, Dad, I don't know how you do it. I went and worked out, did the hit boy, walked with my mom for 3 or 4 miles with my niece, talked to my mom, got on the plane, got off, boom, did a presentation. They was like, fire pit. They was like, best presentation you did all this year. I can't wait till the fourth quarter. I can't wait till the second half, because that's when talent goes away. All your talent gone with 5 minutes left. Your legs about to give out. So who wins? Only the person that can go through adversity, that's when you start winning. So that's why you need to practice till you burn out. So when you get on the court, you'll never burn out, and they gonna burn out. They gonna burn out, I'm telling you. You see it, it's like the game goes up and down and up and down. And the last 4, y'all gotta go watch Michael Jordan when y'all get a chance. He would always take a break at about maybe 10 minutes. He'd come back with 6 minutes left in the game, and he would, and Mike would come in those last 5-6 minutes, he would kill you. He would kill you because he had so much energy and so much tenacity and so much strength. And listen to me, I noticed the Michael Jordan, and I'm old, so I don't believe in the Michael Jordan, LeBron comparison. And let me tell you why I don't believe in it. It has nothing to do with offense, because the way Mike played offense, he shut you down on defense. That's the difference. Mike didn't play one way. Mike wanted it so bad that he would put up 30 and he would stop his guy from scoring 0. That's the difference. He played both ways. How do you play both ways? When you're not playing talent no more. You're not playing with talent. At that point, you done dug deep within. Okay, I wasn't even supposed to say this, right? But I got to be honest, I'm going to give y'all one more. I shouldn't say this until I come back halfway through the season. Do you understand the reason why I beat most humans at what I do is because the last 10% is the hardest percent? That's the hardest percent, ladies. The last 5 minutes of game, that's the hard. Let me tell you what I mean by that. While the first 10% is difficult to get started, once you get started, it's something that's called momentum. The challenge with the last 10% of what you do, which makes it hard, is because it's the last and you done spent all your energy. 30 minutes, go take it. But when you come back after that 31 minutes, you better grind. Because if you don't, you will be stuck at that adversity for the rest of your life. So here's what I told my wife. Sweetheart, if another human can tell you to get up and go to work and do what you're supposed to do, why can't you pretend like if you need another human, be the human. You be that human. If you need somebody to tell you you need to lose 100 pounds, be your own voice to tell yourself you need to. Don't go pay nobody $50,000 to lose weight when you can do it yourself. And I'm not saying don't get a person, but at some point you got to cut that person off. Why? Because if you don't have personal discipline, you'll never get to the next level. The next level is not something that's far away. Like Maul said, the next level is execution is not something that we do. It's something that we are. And most of us aren't disciplined. It's like you just go, like you drink, so you just go, you can't tell yourself, you know what, I'm not mad at you drink, but you gotta drink during the weekday. Like you drinking in the morning before you go to work. He gone now, he's no longer with us. You drinking in the afternoon, you drinking at night. Like I'm feeling, I'm about an hour and 50 minutes, 2 minutes off. I'm 2 hours off. God said post it anyway. That's discipline. Well, I don't gotta post no videos. I'm way past posting videos. Posting videos was something we did to blow up. We blew up. I don't gotta post videos. I don't post videos to get motivated. I don't post videos to get inspired. I post videos to be disciplined. Get your butt up and post a video. Either you post it the night before to Nikki, and she does it, or when you get up at 3 o'clock and you do it. That's discipline. There's a certain time frame that I'm supposed to eat and certain things I'm supposed to eat and then not eat after a certain time. I'm making money. I can eat whatever I want, but I'm trying to discipline myself because there was a time I did not discipline myself. You are not where you want to be, not because you need any more gifts. You don't need nothing else. You need to discipline yourself. You need to learn to tell you no. You keep talking about everybody else you can't tell no. You can't tell you no. You can't tell you stop. You can't tell you quit. You can't tell you nothing. You got to get to a point where you're disciplined. And what separates the talented, if everybody's talented.
All of us will be successful in life if we don't quit. I promise you other people are living. I was in, where was I? I was Brisbane on Monday, and I went into the store about 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday, and the store was packed. I'm like, wow, there's folks shopping. I thought I got there early. 10:30, everybody's shopping. And somebody thinking, I can't do this. Somebody else is doing it. Somebody else is doing it. There are people going and buying cars, cash, so they don't have a note. They don't have that thing over them. And you looking like, how in the world can I do that? I don't know, but they doing it. There are people who are traveling and leaving and going away for 3 months. And you like, I can't take a vacation. They taking it. Why can't you? Human like they are. Listen to me. All men are created equal. Some work harder. Some get up at 2:30 in the morning. Some are willing to get on a plane from New Zealand and come Brisbane, speak at a school, speak that night, get up in the morning, 5 o'clock, get to the airport. Come on, go to Sydney, get up, Melbourne, get up, go to Perth, come on. Then get back up and then go home. Are you here? All of us are created equal. Some of us just grind. Some of us don't make excuses. Some of us don't surrender. Some of us don't give up and give in. What we do with the pressure is we say, I gotta take it, and I gotta take it to another level. I'm telling you, you can live. And I'm not telling you something that I read in a book while I had 2 parents. Something I read in a book when my parents were upper middle class. Something I read in a book. My mama was 17 years old when she got pregnant. I had no advantages. But I woke up one day and realized all men are created equal. I don't need none. I'm my advantage. You your advantage. Why are you waiting for somebody to call you? Why are you waiting for somebody to liberate you? Why are you waiting for somebody to affirm you? Why are you waiting for somebody to tell you got a dream or go? Why are you waiting for somebody to take you by your hand and give you what's rightfully yours? However much money you make, whatever kind of life you have, that's yours. So when you hear my message, the reason why you resonate with my message is not because of the words I say. There are a lot of people on YouTube and TV talking the talk, but there's a sound that you hear that resonates with you because I'm speaking from that pain. I'm speaking from every aunt that I had to bury, for every cousin that I had to hear. He got 50 years and I try to act like it didn't hurt when he only 19 years old. He lost his entire life at 19 over some stupid stuff. Every aunt I buried, when I took my mother-in-law into that hospital room and I prayed for her before surgery, not knowing if she was coming out or not knowing if she was gonna die or not. And that's my wife's own, listen to me, she didn't grow up with her father. She doesn't have any brothers or sisters. Like, her mom is her life. It was just her and her mom. And my mind's like, yo, if my wife lose her mom, that's her life. Like, that's gonna affect us. Like, my wife ain't gonna be the same if her mom dies. You talking about getting gut. And so when I speak to you, I speak from the pain of taking 12 years to get a 4-year degree. I speak to you as a failure who had to get back up every single doggone time and say, brush it off and keep going. And so it is not the message alone, it's not the words alone that resonate with you. It's that I am you. I've been through what you've been through, and I got up and I kept going. And so listen to me very closely. You're gonna get cut. All that stuff you wrote down, you're gonna go through some pressure. So if you ain't ready for that, close that up and say, I just don't want to have no dream. I don't want no dreams, no goals, no life. I don't want nothing in life. You're gonna have a great marriage, you're gonna go through some pressure. You're gonna go through some heat, and then you're gonna get cut. I'm just trying to give you the 3-part process, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna see the heat, and you're gonna be like, well, I went through the pressure. I thought that was it. Like, that was phase 1. That's phase 1. Phase 2 coming. And then phase 3, and watch what happens. All of us will be successful in life if we don't quit.
And so you are this close to your dreams and goals. So I have to ask you the question. You have the information. Now, what are you going to do with it? What do you have today that you've never had before? And what are you going to do with it? I'm going to say it slower because it's the simplest thing I'm ever going to say. What you already know is why you are where you are. And if you're going to get to the next level, you're going to have to erase everything you knew about what you knew, what you thought you knew. I'm going to say it again because I see some people like, whoa, Eric, I'm trying to catch that one. It is the stinking thinking that got you where you are right now. It is the limited beliefs that have you where you are right now. You have a limited belief. I remember that I thought I could never do this, but only for people who look like me. I remember when I was like 19, 20 and I started speaking, 20, 21, and I would go to historically black colleges and I would kill it. And I remember somebody asking me not to do historically black, but to come out of my particular community, my particular way of speaking, my particular way of doing things. And I'm thinking to myself when I first got there, I was like, whoa, I don't know if I could do this. Like, they don't come from where I come from. Like, they don't talk like I talk. Like, they don't have the experience that I had. I don't know if I have anything to say. And God said to me, you what? What? First of all, son, I'll never forget talking to Les Brown and Bob Proctor. Les Brown was like, yo, you the #1 motivational speaker in the world. I wasn't even a number at that time. He said, you the #1 motivational speaker in the world. And I remember, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I remember how the conversation started. I actually named somebody that I thought was #1. And he said, how dare you say their name out loud and say they're #1. You're the #1 motivational speaker in the world. And you better not ever say they're #1. You're #1. And I said, hold up, why? But I just started speaking. He says, no one on the planet is giving free information away like you giving free information away. Nobody in the planet loves people the way. There's no other motivational speaker going to prisons. There's no other motivational speaker talking to 12 kids in a detention center. There's no other motivational speaker going to schools and shaking kids' hands on their way to school and not getting paid a dime for it. Meet them at 6:30 saying, good morning. He said, you are the #1 motivational speaker in the world because nobody cares about humans like you care. He said, you ain't even charging, boy. You know how much money you should be charging? Bob Proctor said, how much you charge? I was like, about 5, 10 grand. He was like, what? Bob Proctor said, what? I was like, 5, 10 grand. It was right here in Phoenix when you spoke together. He said, don't you ever do that again. No less than 20,000. No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. And so I remember I got a couple 20s, went back, told Bob Proctor, was like, Bob Proctor, he was like, how you doing, Eric? I'm like, great. How is it going with the fine? I was like, man, it's great. I'm doing 20 now. He was like, pfft. I said, you told me 20. He said, I never told you 20. I said, no, less than 20. But your limited beliefs heard. Your limited beliefs heard you say. I didn't say that. That's what your past told you. That's what you getting a GED told you. Your biological father not being in your life told you, because you don't value yourself. You think it's tough. I'm telling you, son, there are people in this earth that value you more than you value yourself. They look to you in a way that you don't look to yourself. You will not get what you're supposed to get until you value yourself and you kill all your limited beliefs. So I need you to do me a favor. Just write it down because you don't have enough paper, but write down your limited beliefs, and when you get home, I need you to address them. He said, Eric, I used to be like, God, I don't know if I could do corporate. He said, son, not only can you do it, you must do it. You're going to bring something that nobody else is bringing. And I was like, what do I bring that nobody else is bringing? He said, that message that you think isn't important is so important. And guess what message I was bringing to corporate? I was bringing, so you're a 7-figure earner, but you're not a 7-figure dad. So I challenge you. So I start going to corporate, and the corporate, come please, Eric, we need the message. Why? Because they're not doing well. They're getting divorced. And so it's messing up the company. Eric, we need you. And God said, son, don't look at what somebody else is doing. Value what you're doing. Don't worry about what they bring to the table. Bring what you bring to the table. And some of you are not where you're supposed to be because you have limited thinking. And I want to challenge you today. You're just as special as everybody else. You're just as powerful as everybody else. You're just as unique as everybody else. You're just as gifted as everybody else. And you belong in first class just like everybody else. You belong in California. You belong in Dubai, wherever you want to be, you belong there. Somebody asked me the other day, Eric, you live in Michigan. Why are you buying a house in California? I said, because my wife has MS, doing phenomenal, and we want to keep it there. What you going to do with your house in Michigan? I said, what do you mean what I'm going to do with it? You selling it? I said, why would I sell my house? Well, how are you going to have 2 houses? Because a lot of other people have 2 houses. Just because you don't have 2. I'm not believing that you can only live in 1 house for the rest of your life stuff no more. Like I'm not hanging out with those people no more. I'm hanging out with the people that got a winter home here, a summer home here, and just want to have a home over here. I'm hanging out with them people now. Like, no, I'm thinking like they thinking now. I'm doing what they doing now. And I start going to corporate getting 50, 60. And when I don't take it, it's because I chose to take less. Because I get to decide. I'm running my life now. I'm finally in control of my life. I'm finally the boss of my life. Are you ready to be the boss of your own life? Are you ready to be in control of your own life? Come on, if you're ready, come on. If you're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm being honest. Are you ready to be happy? Are you ready to have an abundance? Are you ready? I only got a couple people who ready. Come on, are you ready? Are you ready to get what's yours? Are you ready? Are you ready to live your life? Are you ready? Come on, are you ready to live your dream, to live your life, to live your best life? Are you ready to live your best life? No, for real, are you ready to live your best life? We're going to do the hard work now. So here's the hard work. I need you to confront you. So I took my pain. I became an international speaker. I took my pain and got a passport. If you look at my passport, it's stamped all over the world. I took my pain. I let my pain turn me into my passion and my purpose. I need you to do me a huge favor. Just write it down. We'll get to it later. I just need you to identify what your pain is, and then I need you to ask yourself what you're gonna do about it. How you gonna let your pain break? Look, I'm not the only person who's been homeless, but a lot of guys who are homeless didn't turn into this. They had the choice to do it. You have a choice how you respond to your pain. And some of you in this room, for real, I'm just gonna be honest with you, you gotta get over, like you're getting wimpy on me. You're getting soft on me. You are not the only person that's been through a divorce, boo. Get over it. You're not the first one, you won't be the last one. You can turn that divorce into something. You're not the first one you're not the first one to lose your promotion and get fired. You're not the first one. You're not the first one. You're not the first one they let go of. You won't be the last one. The question is what you gonna do about it. You're not the first one. You're not the first one. When my wife had 7 lesions on her brain, we did not complain. We did not cry. We did not give up. We did not give in. She won't be the first person ever diagnosed with lesions on her brain. She won't be. But she will be one of the ones did not have a defeatist attitude. She will be one of the ones that will smile through it. She will be one of the ones that will still work through it. She will be one of the ones that still travels the world. She still will be one of the ones that encourages and trains other women. She is not the only one who has had a chronic illness, but she will not let it break her. And the problem with some of you in this room, you will never be great, because every time you go through pain, every time you go through a problem, every time you go through discouragement, you give up and you quit, and you do not understand that at the end of pain is your millions. At the end of pain is your reward. At the end of pain is your productivity. At the end of pain is your promise. So do me a favor, stop crying about it and use your energy to get through it and get on the other side of it. So I want you to look at your pain. Write it down. Don't be afraid. Write it down. Write down that thing. Oh, I got to get past this. I can't get past this. I can't get past the fact that my parents loved my brother better than me. They thought he was smart and I wasn't. I was a troublemaker. I need you to get past it. Glenn will tell you that this business is about professional development. Oh, I'm gonna say it again. This business is not about being the smartest. If it was about being the smartest, Glenn, you might still be where you are, but I wouldn't be where I am. Good, catch number 2. I'm showing you, catch it, pain. Recycle your pain. You can decide the shape, the form, you can decide the product that comes from your pain. And so we transition now, What makes ET, you've heard me say it before. We're not in the classroom anymore, and teachers ain't giving out apples no more, and nobody cares about your little grade. We are in the real world now, and your talent might be talent, but listen to me, your daddy might own a company. You might come from privilege. Your mama might be rich, but you will not outwork me. I will get up earlier than you. I will go to sleep later than you. I will put in more hours than you. I will read more than you. I will grow. I will do whatever it takes. But if you beat me, there's going to be blood, there's going to be sweat, and there's going to be tears. I'm not giving it up. You got to take it. And the problem with most of you is you still operate just on talents. And effort beats talent every single day. I don't hire kids who graduated top of their class. I don't know if they can go through none or not. I want the guy who struggled. I want the guy that failed and could still get back up again. Your problem is your pain has identified you. Your pain has weakened you. Your pain has destroyed you. And some of you, as long as it's a perfect day, you operate in excellence. But as soon as the circumstances change, effort, high school dropout, 12 years. Do you know statistically that when a person in a university does not finish after 6 years, they quit? Do you understand that there are very few people who go on after the 6th year and the 7th year and the 8th year, and every year I kept saying, I'm gonna grab it. You have the resources, you got it. You got everything you need. Catch this one. Thing I want you to realize is that your mindset, right? Your mindset is the reason why you're not where you're supposed to be. All right, it's your mindset. There's something in your mainframe that's wrong for this particular time. Now, what does that mean? Because some of us we so married to where we've been. We so married to where we come from. So what am I telling you? As I've moved, my success has come from shifting the mindset where I was to the mindset where I was trying to go. You cannot be a part of change or going to the next level if you still respect where you come from too much. All right? We're going to break this down for a minute because this is important. I could have been blew up. Let me tell you something that I'm realizing now. Of all the things that God wants us to have, money is the easiest one. Money, it is so easy to make 6 figures. I'm working on a book, right? And the young lady, and as I'm going through with her, she was like, Eric, the hardest part about working with you is that you don't have a demographic. Imagine the kid that was 13, 14. Imagine I wish y'all would have met me. I wish y'all would have met me at 21, 22, 23 with the full daishiki boy. They think I'm playing. I don't know where she at. When I first got to Michigan State, they're like, bro, you're gonna have to calm down. I'm talking about I'm coming to class with the Malcolm, with the looking through the window like what? And I'm talking about any means necessary, right? But you look at me now, and the work that I do is global. And it didn't become global because I became a better speaker. It became global because I started tearing down some of the paradigms. And so what I'm trying to tell you is, you can attract the female, you can attract the male, you can attract the business, you can attract whatever you want to attract, but you're going to tear it down if you had the same mindset. And even in my marriage, my wife would just argue year after year after year. Why are you so paranoid? Like, why do you think I'm against you? Like, why would you be married to me, but yet you don't trust me? And I said, yo, I never realized it. I got to go back to therapy. I was like, sweetheart, it's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust my mama. That's a paradigm. So if I don't trust my mom and I married you, my mom is the highest human on earth to me. How am I going to trust you if I don't trust my mom? And I don't trust my mom because she lied to me about who my father was. And I don't trust my mom because she told me she was going to tell me when I was 18 that we was going to talk about it. But I was like, Ma, you didn't. You let other people talk to me about it. You let other people tell me. So they told me their story. I never got your story. And so now I'm messed up because if you can't trust your mama, you can't trust no human on earth. And so now God is like, you got to fix that. You can't be going in these environments. I'm blessing you with all stuff. You're going to lose everything. The highest thing in the world is trust. You don't trust people. So when my wife said, you paranoid, I am. I'm paranoid because the person that I loved the most, that I had the closest relationship to, lied to me about who my father was. And then when I discovered who he was, meaning that I know my grandma, I know my aunts, I know my uncles, I know my family, I thought he was a friend of the family, then my mom put me in a situation where if you go after a relationship with him, then you'll lose the one you have with me. But when I'm Eric Thomas, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.T. and welcome to another edition of Bring It From the Bottom. Thank God it's Monday. Listen to me, guys. You got to hear this. Number one, listen to me. Number one, I am giving you permission to be great. I'm giving you permission to be everything you were called to be, to do everything that you're capable of doing, to have everything you're supposed to have. I want you to have a house in California if you want one. I want you to have a house in Florida if you want one. I want you to have a house in Australia if you want one. Like, I was going to get my third house and somebody told me, E.T., like, what are you doing? I said, I'm about to buy another house. Like, my wife has MS and we need to get out of the winter and we need to get some vitamin D. And they were like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I was like, well, you're not me. Come on, guys. Listen to me. You have to be careful when you hang around average people. All they're going to do is tell you what they can't do, and that's okay that they can't do it, but that has absolutely nothing to do with us. We can go from being homeless and high school dropouts to having PhDs, writing books, and becoming the voice of a generation. We can do whatever we believe we can do, and we don't need anybody's permission to do it but ours. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I am great. Listen to me, and I don't owe anybody an apology. I am phenomenal, and I don't owe anybody an apology. I am going to do great things, and I don't owe anybody an apology. I was created to be great. I was created to do great things. I was created to have great things, and I will no longer ask others for their permission. Listen to me very closely. So, in this journey, the first thing I had to do was to embrace my I am. I had to embrace that, no, I'm not a traditional student, but I'm a student nonetheless. That perhaps I can't do it the way everybody else does it. I'll never forget in the PhD program, a teacher told me, a professor said, you don't think critically enough and you don't write well enough to do a dissertation. And I didn't get upset. I understood what she meant. She meant that you're not going to be able to do it the traditional route. What she meant was you're not going to be able to use your academic prowess to make this happen. But what she didn't realize, number two, which is important, first, I embraced the I am. Number two, what she didn't realize is that I had average academic skill, but I had phenomenal will. I had average skill, but I had phenomenal will. And so in order for us to have and be and do everything we were born to do is, number one, we have to kill the noise. We have to stop going to other people and looking to other people for their permission to do what only we can do. Listen to me very closely. It's our dream. Nobody's gonna see it like you do it. It's your dream. Nobody's gonna feel it like you feel it. It's your dream. Nobody's gonna be as dedicated to it as you are. It's your dream, and they don't have to understand, and they don't have to like it, and they don't have to do it. It doesn't make a difference. It's your dream, and you, my friend, have been given the task to make it happen, and you can't let anything stop you from doing what you were called to do. And so listen to me. I embrace the fact that I'm not an A student. I embrace the fact. But what she didn't realize is that I was going to go to Michigan State University's library, and in that library, some roadblocks. I'm telling you today that there will be some haters. I'm telling you today that there'll be some people in your family that don't understand. I'm telling you today, as you begin to take this journey, even as you're here, people are asking you, why would you come here, and why would you spend this kind of money, and why would you invest this type of time, and it's a scam, and why would you do this, and why would you do that? It's like, I just don't get it. Again, they don't have to. But what I need you to do is I need you to kill the noise. I need you to embrace the I am. And however you get it done, I need you to get it done. And so I went through 40 dissertations until I found the one. I was like, yes, this looks like something I can do. And I went through that dissertation for weeks, and I studied and I studied and I studied. And I looked at the patterns, right? And I studied. I said, okay, this is exactly how I'm going to do it. I'll never forget when I walked across that stage. I'll never forget when I got hooded. I'll never forget when the committee said, you passed. I'll never forget when the dissertation was done. I said, wrap that up in a gift wrap and send it to that professor, and let the professor know that no, I couldn't do it on your terms, and I couldn't do it the way you did it, but I did it my way. I did it my way, and I got it done. Listen to me, number 3 is important. Number 3, guys, stop trying to do it like they do it. Stop trying to fly like they fly. Stop trying to run like they run. Stop trying to talk like they talk, and do it your way. Watch this, guys. Watch this. This is so important. Like, you got to embrace I did it my way. You got to embrace that you're unique and you're special, right? And I remember when I first started speaking, and when people say, where's your shirt and your tie? I said, that's Les Brown. They said, where's your shirt and tie? I said, that's Zig Ziglar. I'm not Les Brown. They're all great. I'm not Zig Ziglar. And if I try to be Tony Robbins, I'll fail at best. If I try to be Les Brown, I'll fail at best. If I try to be the late, great Zig Ziglar, I'll fail at best. But when I'm Eric Thomas, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, E.T. And welcome to another edition of Bring It From the Bottom. Thank God it's Monday. Oh, you didn't hear what I said. I can't be Tony Robbins. I can't be Les Brown. I can't be Zig Ziglar. I can't be the great Lewis Howes. I just can't do it. I can't be Sean Terry. But I'm going to tell you this. I am a great version of what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, E.T. Bring it from the bottom. Thank God it's Monday. 1, 2, 3. Ha! 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You are great. You are wealthy. You are unique. You are special. You are talented. And you deserve to have everything you want. You deserve to live your best life. You deserve it. And stop listening to the people who tell you you don't. Kill the noise. What do they know? Two things I want us to remember is that you have a specific time limit and limited time. I want to start there. There's a time frame in which you need to succeed. It's a time frame. And everybody in this room, that's what we're here for.
We're here to assist the program. However, now, like he said, I used to be here speaking, but a lot of times I wouldn't speak. I'd just show up. Because without my biological father being in my life, I understand how important not just presence are, but how important a person's presence is. And I wouldn't really come to the games because everybody came to the games. It wasn't necessary for me to be at every game. The stadium is packed when it's showtime. I wanted to be here on Monday when the fans weren't here. I wanted to be here on Tuesday when the parents couldn't be here. I wanted to be here on Wednesday when nobody else was here before the cameras came. So when the cameras came, I wasn't here. They didn't need me when ESPN was here. So listen to me very closely. There is a time limit. The time limit is 6 home, 6 away. That's the time limit. That's it. You don't, Michael Jordan, I like him, he's funny. But Mike said he never lost a game. They just ran out of time, right? That's not really the truth, Mike. You lost the game, right? You don't get extra time. So we got 6 and 6. 6 away, 6 at home. It's a limited time. And so in those 6 and 6, man, you gotta come with it like it's really only one. And that's why I get so intense. They say, E, you #1 in the world. Why are you still intense? Wow, well, because I'm #1. I got a home in Michigan and a home in San Diego. My wife got multiple sclerosis. So we don't need to be here in the winter. Listen to me very closely. I don't speak with the intensity that I speak with because I want to speak. I want to make sure she never has to work again. So there's an intensity because she's sick. There should be an intensity because you only get 4. You shouldn't play like you get 8. We shouldn't be fans. We shouldn't be coaches like we get unlimited time. It's 6 and 6. Then guess what? It's a limited amount of time depending on your success. So look, y'all, I've been so successful. My wife, we're going to Dubai. She has to fly first class, has to, with multiple sclerosis. Then I found a ticket. I said, man, I thought 24 hours, Delta? There's a flight that goes straight from Boston to Dubai for 12 hours? I'm like, she need to be on that. I looked it up, it was $30,000 a ticket. I called the people and was like, yo, it's $30,000. They're like, yo, we'll get the ticket for you on Sunday. Listen to what I'm saying. When you're great at what you do, people treat you differently. When you average, they treat you a certain way. When you're phenomenal. So when Michigan State was winning and the Spartans was winning, I was winning. Every time we went to the bowl and I was there, every time we went to the Final Four, I wouldn't even be in the locker room and y'all win. They say, E.T., he must have spoke. I was nowhere around. When we win, everybody. I started charging extra money when we was winning. I want you to understand when you win, it's a limited amount of time. We don't have forever. We got 6 and 6. They're not going to give us 50 years with this particular coaching staff. They're not going to give us 50. But if we win, they're going to give us 50 because we see coaches who win and they get to stay. That's what we want, like what Izzo's doing. We want the same thing here. We want a stable program. Limited time. We have a limited time to get it done. Game 1. And so what we need to do is support coach. That's why I'm here. I got a phone call like, E, hey, they want you here. Let's go. I'm right up the street. I'm 12 minutes away. Let's go. I got here at 4 and walked around. I was so excited. I got here at 4 and just walking the campus. Like, yep, 4:15, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Let's go. So number 1, we don't have forever. Let's not act like it. We don't have forever. I'm going to die. That's the one fact that we cannot argue here. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're Democrat. I don't care what you are. We're all going to die. And so I don't act like I'm going to live forever. So every opportunity I get, I murder it. We have an opportunity. It's a brand new season. It's a brand new coach. It's a brand new philosophy, process driven. I love it. I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. And when I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like, why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And please listen to me. There is a championship coordinates, and you can't change that. You can't change that. And if we're going to be champions, process driven. If you tailgating, you got to be on time. If you selling tickets, you got to be. If you open the doors, you got. If you sweep, whatever you do, you got to know what the coordinates are, and you got to play your spot. Because championship teams aren't just championship teams. They championship families. Everybody does their part. Process driven. Coach is going to tell us what we're supposed to do. And if we do exactly what he tells us, not veer to the left, not veer to the right, we're going to win the championship. I wasn't really studying, called crying because you ain't getting time. What makes you think you deserve time? Just because you made it to the team? That behavior got you here. That behavior ain't gonna take you to championship. That's not championship behavior. So number one, teamwork. I want you to find the person in this room that is the model. I'm talking about, he is the model doggone practice guy. He's the model 120. He don't quit, where is he? We're gonna have a team full of dogs. And I guarantee you, they ain't got a team full of dogs. They got some dogs, but they ain't got a team full of dogs. Champions are not a few dogs. Champions, Kobe didn't have a bunch of dogs. That's why Kobe said, I gotta carry the rock. If you look at Michael Jordan didn't have to do that much. Why? Because he had Scotty. He didn't have to do that much. He had Rodman. When he went 72-10, Rodman said, you ain't never gotta get another rebound. You focus on shooting. You focus on going to that hole. I don't need to shoot. I'm gonna give you 2 chances, 3 chances. Rodman said, Jordan, listen to me, Scotty gone, he hurt. Scotty gone, I got your back. Don't worry about Scotty being gone. I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna do what Scotty does. And they went 72-10. No NBA teams have ever gone 72-10 and won the NBA title. I'm not better than them. I just get up at 3 o'clock, then I put up 1 in the morning, then I give you 1 in the afternoon for lunch, then on your drive home, I give you 1. I'm not the best. I'm doing stuff they ain't doing. Separate yourself. You
Stop being so desperate. Let me start here and let you know you special. And I need you to start acting like it from this day forward. I don't need you to beg for nothing else. Stop begging people for stuff. Stop. If somebody doesn't love you, they're not about to love you because you start begging. What they're about to do is manipulate you. That's what they're about to do. When people see that you have a low self-esteem, they take advantage of you. That we're not here to take advantage of nobody. Because if we do it the right way, it's gonna last forever. Okay, I just wanna help you today. So number one, let me tell you something. Not only do I love you, God loves you. I'm not desperate, so I don't go looking for stuff. I live right and the stuff come to me. I'm not desperate. The right people gonna come to me if I do what's right. I was talking to a young man last night. He was like, I'm trying to find a woman. I said, just do what's right. Don't try to find one, just get better. So when y'all do hook up, she ain't got trash. It's easy to hook up. A lot of people have hooked up, but a whole lot of people have gotten divorced. And a lot of people have killed people in a marriage. A lot of people have gone to a mental institution connecting with folks. A lot of people got on drugs when they got hooked up with somebody. So the goal ain't to get into a relationship. The goal is to get into a healthy relationship. It don't take nothing to get in a relationship. That's why I told you, I know I eat on my own. I know, like a lot of folk out here, I'm telling y'all, be careful. They don't know how to make money on their own. They got to manipulate you to make money. I don't need no other human to make money. I don't need to manipulate you to eat. I know who I am in Christ. I know who I am. I was born with a gift. My gift shall make room for me, not manipulation. My gift shall make room for me. I don't need you to eat, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. We got God. So let me show you how much God loves you. God told me in my 1.5 years, 2 years away, as I was studying, God told me, you got to tell my people that they need to know who they are, one, and once they know who they are, they can be more demanding. It's difficult for you to be demanding when you got a low self-esteem. It's difficult. It's difficult for you to get what's yours. Listen to me. If you don't have confidence, you will work for your inheritance. Yeah, they missed it. They missed it. They missed it. Like when you got a low self-esteem and you hurt, you will work for what God already gave you. You just so screwed up. You will work for what God already naturally gave to you. And so I'm not here to manipulate you, but 2 things. 1, you gotta love yourself. Number 2, you gotta be demanding. It ain't black, it ain't white, it's demanding. And the reason why you not where you wanna be, and had nothing to do with nobody else, is you got a low self-esteem. You stop believing at some point in who you are. And now you gotta be connected to somebody else in order to feel like you somebody. Or you gotta work to feel like, have you lost your mind? You think a job makes you who you are? You think because you make money that makes you are
So we're gonna say it together and we're gonna keep saying it throughout my hour here. I can, I will, I must be demanding. I can, I will, I must be demanding. Some of y'all, you're a substance abuser. You gotta start being demanding. That crack calling your name. You can't tell it no. You gotta be demanding. That relationship that you know was to your demise. You so sick that you wanna go back to it. You gotta be demanding and tell your sick self no. No. You thought I meant be demanding to them. The reason why you can't demand nothing from them is because you can't demand nothing from yourself. When you learn to control you and put you on punishment, it's easy to do it for the next human. I can, I will, I must be demanding. Be demanding. Be demanding. Oh, we're gonna get to it before we leave. You can't even say demanding right. Look, that's my whole message. It's just gonna take me some time to get you there. I can, I will, I must be demanding. I can, I will, I must be demanding. I can, I will, I must be demanding. You gonna get it, I can, I will, I must. When you feel it in your spirit, I can, I will, I must be demanding. I can, I will, I must be demanding. Demanding. All right, some of you saying it average. You know what I'm saying? I will never be average. Say it like you mean it. 1, 2, 3. Good, I'm feeling it. 1, 2, 3. I will take ownership. We're gonna add that. 1, 2, 3. I love it. She got it. We're gonna do it together. I will never be average. I will take ownership. 1, 2, 3. Come on. I'm talking to somebody. We gonna get it out of you right now. We gonna get it out of you. On 3, we gonna get it out of you. When you leave this room, you will take full ownership. And the reason why I say it's my fault, even when it's not my fault, because when I say it's your fault, I give you power. I give you control over my life. And I will never give another human control over my life. It's my fault. It's my problem. I'm coming up with a solution for it. It's my fault. It's my problem. It's my solution. I'm taking ownership. Come on, say it with me. I'm taking ownership. Come on, I'm taking ownership. Come on, I'm taking ownership. I need everybody to sit down. Here's what I need you to do. If your father wasn't in your life, your mother wasn't in your life, you were a foster child, something bad happened to you, somebody verbally, sexually abused you, it's not your fault. But if you've been giving power to those people, I want you to stand right now and take your power. Where are you? I want you to stand and say, I'm not doing it no more. I'm not giving nobody else power no more. I'm taking it. Where are you? I need you to stand. I need you to stand. I need you to stand. Listen to me closely. I'm not saying it's your fault, but it's your solution. I'm not saying you didn't do it, but you owe it to yourself in this country to let that stuff go so you can be what you're supposed to be. Now, I'm gonna count to 3, because there's somebody else, you got a lot of pride. And that's why you're where you are right now. Let your ego go. You're amongst family. Let your ego go. You're amongst family. Let it go. You need to stand because you're still holding somebody else hostage for what they did to you. And I need you to let it go. Where are you? I want you to stand right now. 1. Thank you. Thank you. 2, thank you. Let it go. Come on, let it go. Let it go. Come on, let it go. Where? I see you. I see you. I see you. Come on, somebody else. Come on. This is just number 1. I got to get past this one. I got to get past number 1. You're still sitting. Come on, you're sitting. Come on. Let it go. Let her go. Let him go. They don't deserve that much power over your life.
Let them go. I know they hurt you. Let it go. They only still have power because you're still holding on to it. Stop being average. Average people can't forgive. Average people can't let go. The greats, we do whatever it takes for self-preservation. We do whatever it takes to be happy. You think I wanted to let my biological father off the hook? You think I want to let him off the hook? He left my mom. He left me. You think I want to let my man off the hook? I was with my family my whole life. I thought he was a friend of my family. I didn't know he was my father. No, you're right. My mother said. That wasn't the answer I was looking for. But if that's the answer you have, I'll take it, and I'll take the rest of my life, and I'll be happy the rest of my life. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, I want you to say with me, I can, I will, I must. Come on, I can. This is your life, not mine. You should be more excited about your life than I am. I can. I can. I will. I must. Get past this. I can. I will. I must. Hold on 1 second, 1 quick second, because I want to talk to the successful people. You too can get past the success you're living right now. You're not finished. If you're alive, you're not finished. I know you feel good about yourself because you're doing better than your brother and your sister. But the Creator ain't comparing you to your sister. He's comparing to you the gifts that you have. He's not comparing you to your brother. No, I'm gonna say it one more time. The Creator is not comparing you to your sister. Your mama might be your mama like she killing the game compared to her brothers and sisters. She's the best in our family. That doesn't mean that the Creator, that don't mean the Creator is going, well done. You still got more in you. So I want you to say, because you're looking at them like, oh yeah, y'all can. We did. You must. No, you got another gear in you. So everybody, I can. I can. Because I'm capable. I will. Because I'm strong. I must. Because they counting on me. No. I was homeless, y'all. I was homeless. Are you hearing me? I must. I live in America. There are other people that are inspired by me. We can't keep talking about the people who lived in America in the early 1900s. We can't talk about people, Henry Ford, the Vanderbilts. We are the Vanderbilts of this time frame. We are the Fords of this time frame. We're the Louis Vuittons of this time. We're the Hiltons of this time. We're the Marriotts of this time. It's our time. It's our turn. Ford is gone. It's our time. It's our time for our family to understand wealth. It's our time to take our wives on a trip for 30 days and not have to worry about anything. It's our time for them to get manicures and pedicures. It's our time to let them live a certain life. It's our time. It's our turn. It's our country. Let's eat it up. Let's enjoy it. I can. I can. I can. I will. I will. I will. I will my way through every situation, every trial, every tribulation. I will my way through it. I don't care if it's cancer. I will my way through it. I don't care if it's MS. I will my way through it. I don't care if I'm struggling in school and I'm trying to get a degree. I will my way through it. I don't care if you fail the boards. Go again. I don't care if you fail the law exam. Go again. Will your way through it. Some things you can skill yourself through. Some stuff you gotta will your way through. There are some things that you're naturally gifted at. Others you gotta will your way through. I will my way through homelessness. I will my way through that GED. I will my way through that PhD. I will myself. Come on, I will. I must.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.T. That's right, it's going down again. Greatness is upon you, the conference, and we taking it to a whole nother level. October 3rd through October 5th, Talking Stick Resorts Scottsdale, Arizona, baby. You cannot afford to miss it. Look, guys, I'm gonna show you how we went from the backyard. That's right, you remember the backyard to Egypt. That's right, the backyard to the UK, baby. The backyard to Australia. The backyard to the world. The backyard to the NFL, Major League Baseball, the NBA. Guys, I'm going to share with you the secrets that some of the greats shared with me. If you're trying to take your business to the next level, if you're trying to get your employees to have a different perspective, a different approach to how they work, to work with a level of tenacity, with perfection, right? With a skill set, a hunger that they've never worked with before, you cannot afford to miss this opportunity of a lifetime, October 3rd through October 5th, Talking Stick Resorts. Be there.
Next, we turn to our series on the high school dropout problem.
The country's report card on dropouts, a dismal
Tonight
D.
we begin a special look at a crisis that is largely hidden in this country, illiteracy.
Of the 4 million students who enter high school every year, almost 1.3 million will drop out before graduation. That's 7,000 every school day, one dropout every 26 seconds.
Wow, I haven't been back to this place in over 20 years. You know, this was a real, this is a real dark time in my life. I just, remember feeling that spirit of just anxiety come over me. Like, man, I'm about to be alone. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I had a phone or electricity. I didn't really have running water like that. When I look at this building, not only does it represent, an abandoned building, but I guess symbolically, that's where I was at that time. I felt abandoned, I felt lost. I'm excited about the fact that 20 years later, I'm living to tell the story. And while I escaped this place, a lot of people didn't escape it who need help. And more importantly, there are a lot of young people who are ending up in this place. They're following that cycle. And I want to give them the blueprint, I want to give them the map to how to get out of here. People ask me all the time, E.T., with the type of success that you're having, why now? Why would you start a nonprofit organization, at this particular point, in your career? And I'll be honest with you, it goes all the way back, of course, to me dropping out of high school. When I look at that kid who's a high school dropout, or that kid who's homeless, or that kid who's having trouble in school, I see myself. I haven't been in my school in, some years. And when I came, of course, these bars didn't exist. But these bars, man, these chains, this is symbolic of what we're talking about, why our organization is so important, because that's our kids' experience, that they're locked in, but they're not being exposed to the world. We know that research shows us that, most of these kids have not gone a 10-mile radius outside of their home. So, as we look at this school, not only their physical chains and locks, and bars, they're mental. What we want to do is, we want to break the chain. Like literally, we want to give these kids an opportunity to see the world. It's only fair.
Wow. It's a whole, I had class in here like last semester, and it's like 600 students. Literally 600 students.
And so there are some people that would look at kids who have not had the greatest start, and see them as failures. And we don't necessarily see them as failures. We see a group of young people who have not necessarily found their way out yet. They've not found their strengths. They've not found their purpose or their passion for living. And I think what makes us so unique is that we understand, one, through patience, we're going to be able to help these kids to go from a series of failure to a series of success. And again, I say that from personal experience, being a high school dropout, now a PhD candidate. So I think patience is one thing, but I think what's most important is how we see these young people. Like, honestly, we see a diamond in the rough.
Before the mentoring program, my GPA was a 2.6. When I started it, it went up to 3.1.
Way that others cannot. And more importantly, we found a way to empower people, not just motivate and inspire. We found a way through goal framing to help young people to say, what do I want to be in my life? We found a way to help kids connect with their why. What's my why? Why am I living? What's my purpose? You know, why do I exist? We have literally started from the bottom, many of us, and we found a way to win.
I can't even imagine like the impact, the significant impact that it would have to have him in like a program within our school to inspire and motivate and to give the kids the skills necessary on a consistent basis to succeed.
And that's what's wrong with some of y'all. You ain't got no accountability. You ain't got nobody checking you. You are old enough to go to class and sit down and act like you got some sense. You're old enough to do your homework. You're not dumb, you're not stupid. Stop acting like it.
Eric Thomas is someone that has distinguished himself as having a unique ability to reach the youth in inner city America. And he's able to move the youth in a positive direction to take positive action in their own lives so that they can complete school and be successful. I encourage those who are thinking about supporting this program to do so because it will make a difference in the lives of youth. And I am confident that this program, this initiative, will have a major impact not only on the youth of Buffalo, but youth in cities around the country.
I know I can't change everybody, but I'm going to try to change as many people as I can. We talking Detroit, Chicago, Gary, you know, St. Louis. Wherever our babies are, wherever they are and they trapped, man, we coming to save you. You know what I'm saying? We coming to get you. And trust me, I'm not talking about what I read or what I heard, and I have read some stuff, I have heard some stuff, but I'm talking about what I experienced, what I went through, and how God blessed me to get out this place. There are those of you who've never experienced this in your life. You know, there's those of you who have experienced this. We're asking for your help. You know, I can't do it alone. I'm asking for your help. Say, E.T., how can I help? I mean, whatever you can do to help us financially, you know, whatever you can do, you know, in terms of your influence to help us to impact the world. But I'm just gonna keep it 100, man. The last 5-6 years, I poured into the world. I mean, I poured into people. And all I'm asking for now is a return on my investment. And I'm not asking you to do anything specifically for me. I'm asking you to help me and help my team so we can help others. Because too many of our babies, this is their reality. Like too many of our babies are trapped in this place. And we need to go in. While others are going out, we need to go in.
I hate to go here, Maul, but I was talking to CJ in my mind the other day about this. And I was waiting to call me. I was waiting for us to get to the podcast. I'm serious, though. Like, y'all know I'm not like, you know, I'm not like basketball savvy like that. Like, I don't know the ins and outs of basketball like that. But I really was like, yo, my respect for Jordan went to a whole nother level.
I like the pause. I like the pause.
I'm just being real.
How you set that up, bro. I love it.
I'm just saying, I was watching LeBron and I was like, yo, LeBron is killing them. Like, for real. I was like, yo, it's like, I don't know why he not scoring every time, because he can. But I was looking at Jay like, Jordan was 6'6", bruh. About 195 pounds going up against 7-footers at that time. Yes. Centers were dominant. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a forward game. There were legitimate centers. And I was like, yo, Jordan really, I'm like, yo, my man he wasn't a giant amongst the players.
But
and
you
he
do
still
know
was
it's all
dominating.
relative, though. Because them 7-footers couldn't move. They was like big tree trunks.
All I know was Jordan was dunking on, he was killing. So,
bro, Patrick Ewing had volleyball knee pads on his entire career.
Okay, all right. So what are you saying about? I'm just saying though, Carl. You got it.
Carl, hey, yeah. Patrick Ewing was 22 at Georgetown with. I'm talking about pillows on his knee cases.
They were still jumping to the moon now. They were still 7-footers.
Exactly.
And centers were whatever. But I say that to say, as I was watching LeBron, I was like, yo, for real, he doesn't have any competition.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's because he's 6'8" or whatever. I'm just saying, it's to Z's point. Like, I'm looking at him, it's like he scores so easily, and maybe that's why people don't think he as great as he is, because it's just so easy for him. I'm like, yo, why you ain't scoring every single time? But it's like, nobody can stop him.
It's kind of like me on this podcast.
Right.
I could really put up 60 a night if I want to.
Right.
I choose to throw you scrubs the ball.
For that, we're grateful.
You make us all better. I'm going to just shoot my jumper.
I
That's
can
all.
put up 60 every week.
No questions
But where's
asked.
the fun in that? You know what I'm saying? I'm a team player, dog. So, no, in seriousness, though, what is impressive to me, and Marlon and I agreed on this point, is he is in his 17th year.
No questions asked.
So
Nobody's
that's
ever
the
done
most
this.
Impressive.
Nobody's ever done this.
17.
Most players don't probably do this. We can legitimately say 70% of NBA players don't play this well in their prime, the way LeBron is playing. No questions asked.
They said that. Did I send this to you? I think it was. LeBron has been to more finals now.
Oh, they showed it most franchises.
Than 22 franchises.
Yeah, they showed it. Yeah, unbelievable.
Franchises.
Yeah.
What is he, 10 or 11? 10.
This is 10. So
I love it, though. I love how C is okay with the non-execution boy when it's his guy.
Just go.
We just going.
Just go.
We just going. You know, he comfortable with that. Now, normally, though, he ain't comfortable with that. He want execution. You got to win the championship.
Right.
Yeah, normally you on the execution boy, but because it's your homie, you going with the effort now. You going with effort
So
on me now.
because he not 10 out of 10? Is that what you're saying?
Or 7 out of 10, or 5 out of 10.
Okay. So listen though,
I'm just saying 50% would
right.
be decent.
Here go the thing. Here go the point I was trying to make, and because I knew E was gonna say this. And now let's have a civilized conversation.
Preparing for the conversation.
No. I told you.
Both of us, it sounds like
No.
Listen.
Listen. So let Carl. Maybe Carl could be. Carl is probably the best judge because he's Jordan, Bron.
I'm not Jordan.
What? Isaiah Thomas, but Jordan. Okay. So let me say this. This is the basis for E's argument is 6 for 6. You like that argument a lot, right?
I do.
Okay. Cool. I got you.
Here it come. Here it come.
Turn his mic off. You talked enough last week.
Don't fall for it, bro.
But no, can I say this though? A caveat. It should have been 8 for 8.
Cap.
It should have been 8 for 8.
Facts.
Cap.
We
Should've
already
been
said
8 for
that. We
8.
said that in the gym.
It should have been 8
should've
for
been
8.
for 8.
Easy. No
He came
questions
back and
asked.
lost. They lost.
He wasn't there.
He came back. They
Okay,
lost.
but he came back when? If he hadn't left and they would have stayed together as a unit, we probably would have been 8 for 8.
And if I was 60
I'm
pounds
pissed at
lighter,
Mike.
I have a 6-pack, but I don't.
I'm pissed at
I've been
Mike
eating donuts with Maul this morning.
I'm just saying though,
Hey, that was a
that's
good
not
donut.
nowhere close. But finish the argument.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been thinking about this,
Okay, good.
and this is this is all facts I'm about to give y'all. Jordan did go 6 for 6. He got there 6 times. He won 6 times. This is LeBron's 10th. He's about to win 4. Got you. Cool. We understand that LeBron has more losses. So Jordan actually took longer to get to the finals, right? Because Jordan was losing to the Pistons when they were in their prime. He was losing to the Celtics when they were in their prime. So he was not getting to the finals. Right. So his elimination games actually came in the Eastern Conference Finals, or even before that is when he was getting knocked out.
Bro.
Listen, I'm not done.
I feel
so
the
listen,
argument.
so he's not even getting there.
Right.
So LeBron overachieved to get to the finals at a younger age and ran up against the dynasties in the Spurs, in the Golden State. We'll take the Dallas argument out because I already said that is the one knock against LeBron is he should not have lost the Dallas series. But Brown was actually getting there to the finals against the dynasties while Mike was getting beat by the dynasties before he even got there.
Absolutely.
So I'm saying the argument basically is it is better to not go at all than to get there and lose.
Absolutely.
And I don't think that that's true.
Well,
because
I'm not saying that it's true. I'm just saying society has made that.
And I'm telling you, but that's a false
So you're
narrative.
gonna have to change it.
So if Brown, let's just say Brown would have only got the 4 right now and been 4 for 4, and all the other times he would have lost, that wouldn't have made sense. But here's my point to you: to be fair now.
I love it.
Listen.
We fair now.
No. Listen.
I love it.
I already told y'all.
The sergeant is talking about being fair.
I'm with you.
Hey, listen.
I love
everybody
it.
listening, don't worry. If you hate sports, we're going to be off of this in a second. But Carl, listen. Jordan lost to the Pistons for years when the Pistons were in their prime. I told him they were not in their prime when he finally slayed the dragon. We won 48 games that year. That's not an elite Pistons team. We weren't that good that year, okay? He never beat the Celtics with Bird in them, and then he went to play Magic in them when Magic was way on the downside. Now, that's not a knock. That's one point that we would say, okay, and then he got the title and did what he should do. LeBron, and this is to be fair, the East was trash when LeBron was there, so he did what he was supposed to do, and he ran through the East. Jordan had to go against the bad boys in the Celtics. Bron never had that. So Bron just really went past Jordan by default there because the East was trash when LeBron was there. We all agree with that. He didn't have to go through anybody to get there, but he got there. So it's, in a sense, they got to the exact same level. Jordan getting to the second round against the Celtics was equivalent to Bron getting to the finals and losing.
I'm saying I'm not gonna waste the podcast. I'm not gonna waste the podcast.
They got nothing. They got nothing.
I'm not gonna waste the podcast.
You can't ask the question without now asking the other side of it. What happens to LeBron's legacy if he loses?
Well, she said he won.
She
said he
But
won.
Loses what?
If he loses this championship right now, what happens? If he loses to Jimmy Butler,
He's still great.
no, what happens to his legacy?
Okay, if he
He's still great.
Okay,
Come on,
let me
let's
say
get it
this.
on record
Okay,
right now.
come on.
Because you asked us what happens if he wins. What happens if he loses?
If LeBron loses this particular championship and does not get to 6 afterwards, well, let me just say this. No.
No, that ain't the question. Answer the question, please.
I love
If he
it.
does not get this, if he does not win this championship, I will stop the Jordan LeBron debate for now.
For now.
Now, if he come back and win 2 more, I can't say
Right.
that. He come
It's
back
fair.
and win 2 in a row next, 2 years.
That's
I will
fair.
stop it for
That's
now.
fair.
But Carl, assuming that he wins this one, given the argument I just made in terms of 6 for 6, now if LeBron wins 4 out of 10, which by the way, 10 is just come on, bro. That is dominating an entire.
I'm sure
era.
it is.
No,
I don't know.
Buffalo Bills
Yeah.
should be
And
celebrated.
that's why I'm saying
No, because the
nobody
Buffalo Bills
ever
didn't
does
win
that.
any. They didn't win any. They didn't win
went
0.
to 4 straight.
Doesn't
went
matter.
to 4
They
straight.
got
Exactly.
0. Bron,
See, and that's where I
Yeah.
struggle with. Just where do we gotta
Okay,
we gotta
so
figure
again,
out how to.
So I'm saying,
Yeah, make
all the
sense of all
times
of
Jordan
this.
got popped and didn't get anywhere
No,
near,
I
that
feel
counts
that.
better than LeBron getting to the finals and losing?
I'm
So
saying-
let's count the overall the
No, I'm
playoff
saying the way.
records.
I am saying in the way society has decided. Yes.
And society is stupid.
No, I'm just saying, Carl. We don't
Not our
celebrate.
fans, y'all. He talking about everybody else outside this podcast.
No, I'm just saying we don't celebrate
y'all.
the dude that got the bronze.
Right.
I'm not saying that was a phenomenal feat, but it's just we talk about the people who won the gold medals. So I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying we have not traditionally as a country celebrated those who have. We don't even
He's got
recognize
he's
them.
got gold
We don't
medals,
even
though.
recognize the people
He
who
got
win.
gold medals.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not talking about LeBron. I'm just saying like Olympians who get. I hate to go here, Maul, but I was talking to CJ in my mind the other day about this, and I
You
was
knew
waiting
not to
for
call
us-
me.
I was waiting for us to get to the podcast. I'm serious though. Like y'all know, I'm not like, I'm not like basketball savvy like that. Like I don't know the ins and outs of basketball like that. But I really was like, yo, my respect for Jordan went to a whole other level.
I like the pause. I like the pause.
I'm just
I
being
like
real.
how you set that up, bro. I love it.
I'm just saying, I was watching LeBron and I was like, yo, LeBron is killing them. Like for real. I was like, yo, it's like I don't know why he not scoring every time, because he can. But I was looking at Jay like Jordan was 6'6", bruh. About 195 pounds going up against 7-footers at that time.
Yes.
Centers were dominant. It wasn't a forward game. There were legitimate centers. And I was like, yo, Jordan really, I'm like, yo, my man he wasn't a giant amongst the players.
But
and
you
he
do
still
know
was
it's all
dominating.
relative, though. Because them 7-footers couldn't move. They was like big tree trunks.
All I know was Jordan was dunking on, he was killing. So,
Bro, Patrick Ewing had volleyball knee pads on his entire career.
okay, all right. So what are you saying about? I'm just saying though, Carl.
Carl with
You
that
did it. You got it.
Carl, hey,
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing was 22 at Georgetown with, I'm talking about pillows on his knee cases.
They
Come
still
on,
were.
bro.
They were
He's doing
still
jumps to the moon
They
now.
were still 7-footers.
Exactly.
And centers were whatever. But I say that to say, as I was watching LeBron, I was like, yo, for real, he doesn't have any competition. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's because he's 6'8" or whatever. I'm just saying, it's to his point. Like, I'm looking at him, it's like he scores so easily, And maybe that's why people don't think he is great as he is, because it's just so easy for him. I'm like, yo, why you ain't scoring every single time? But it's like nobody can stop him.
It's kind of like me on this podcast.
Right.
I could really put up 60 a night if I want to.
Right.
I choose to throw you scrubs the ball.
I like for that, we're grateful.
You make us all better. I'm going to just shoot my jumper. That's
I
all.
put up 60 every week.
No questions
But where's
asked.
the fun in that? You know what I'm saying? I'm a team player, dog. So, no, in seriousness, though, what is impressive to me, and Marlon and I agreed on this point, is he is in his 17th year.
No questions asked.
So
Nobody's
that's
ever
the
done
most
this.
impressive
Nobody's
thing
ever
about
done
this,
this.
like, flat out.
17.
Yeah.
Most players don't probably do this. We can legitimately say 70% of NBA players don't play this well in their prime, the way LeBron is playing. No
And
questions
they
asked.
said that, did I send this to you? I think it was LeBron has been to more finals now.
Oh, they showed it most franchises.
Than 22 franchises.
Yeah, they showed it. Yeah, unbelievable.
Franchises.
Yeah.
What is he, 10 or 11? 10.
This is 10. So
I love it, though. I love how C is okay with the non-execution boy when it's his guy.
Just go.
We just going.
Just go.
We just going. You know, he comfortable with that. Now, normally, though, he ain't comfortable with that. He want execution. You got to win the championship.
Right.
Yeah, normally you own the execution boy, but because it's your homie, you going with the effort now. You going with effort
So
on me now.
because he not 10 out of 10? Is that what you're saying?
Or 7 out of 10, or 5 out of 10.
Okay. So listen though, this
I'm
is
just saying 50%
right.
would be decent.
Here go the thing. Here go the point I was trying to make, and because I knew E was gonna say this. And now let's have a civilized
They're
conversation.
preparing for the conversation.
No.
Right.
I told you.
Both of us, it sounds like
No.
Listen.
Listen. So let Carl could be. Carl is probably the best judge because he's Jordan, Bron.
I'm not Jordan.
What? Isaiah Thomas, but okay. So let me say this. This is the basis for E's argument is 6 for 6. You like that argument a lot, right?
I do.
Okay, cool.
I know
Cool.
he's going.
I got
Here
you.
it come.
I do.
Here it come.
Turn his mic off. You talked enough last week.
Don't fall for it, bro.
But no, can I say this though? A caveat. It should have been 8 for 8.
Ooh,
Cap.
It should have been 8 for 8.
Facts.
Cap.
We
Should've
already
been
said
8 for
that. We
8.
said that in the gym.
It should have been 8
should've
for
been
8.
8 for 8.
Easy. No
He came
questions
back and
asked.
lost. They lost.
Oh,
He
No,
came back.
he wasn't there.
He came back. They
Okay,
lost.
but he came back when. If he hadn't left and they would have stayed together as a unit, we probably would have been 8 for 8.
And if I was
Guaranteed.
60
I'm
pounds
pissed at
lighter,
Mike.
I have a 6-pack, but I don't.
I'm pissed at
I've been
Mike
eating donuts with Maul this morning.
I'm just saying though,
Hey, that was a
that's
good
not
donut.
nowhere close. But finish the argument.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been thinking about this,
Okay, good.
and this is all facts I'm about to give y'all. Jordan did go 6 for 6. He got there 6 times. He won 6 times. This is LeBron's 10th. He's about to win 4. Got you. Cool. We understand that LeBron has more losses. So Jordan actually took longer to get to the finals, right? Because Jordan was losing to the Pistons when they were in their prime. He was losing to the Celtics when they were in their prime. So he was not getting to the finals.
Right.
So his elimination games actually came in the Eastern Conference Finals, or even before that is when he was getting
Doesn't
knocked
matter,
out.
bro.
Listen, I'm not done.
I feel the
So
argument.
listen, so he's not even getting there.
Right.
So LeBron overachieved to get to the finals at a younger age and ran up against the dynasties in the Spurs, in the Golden State. We'll take the Dallas argument out because I already said that is the one knock against LeBron is he should not have lost the Dallas series. But Brown was actually getting there to the finals against the dynasties while Mike was getting beat by
dynasties.
by the dynasties before he even got there.
Absolutely.
So I'm saying the